The question is, do you like making small talk? Why or why not? Okay, now again, if you're not sure, small talk means the kind of conversation you have with someone when you're not really friends, you don't know them, maybe you're meeting them for the first time, and you kind of just have to talk about things that are just, not personal, maybe not very interesting, just things you do to just talk. So the structure is going to be I like or I hate making small talk because, and then you say why. So our example sentence here is I hate making small talk because I want to talk about really important things, not what the weather is like, right? So talking about the weather is very common small talk. It's very easy to talk about. So one more time, I hate making small talk because I want to talk about really important things, not what the weather is like. The question here is, what is something controversial these days? Okay, what is something controversial these days? So to be controversial means people have mixed opinions about it, right? Some people might like it, or some people might not like it, okay, or it causes a big problem in society. Okay, so the structure is going to be something that seems to be really controversial these days is, okay, and then you say what it is. So my example sentence, okay, something that seems to be really controversial these days is whether or not people should wear masks for public safety. Okay, so this is a very big issue nowadays when I'm making these videos. Okay, it's, some people think you should wear masks, some people think you shouldn't, and that's controversy, right? It's creating this controversial situation. The question is, what is something you always avoid? Okay, so this is just saying, your daily life, what is something you try to never do or see, things like that. So our structure is, I always try to avoid, okay, and then you say what it is. So the example sentence is, I always try to avoid food with chemicals. I want to be healthy. Okay, so here it's talking about food that have, chemicals in them to make them last longer or for whatever reason. So I always try to avoid food with chemicals. I want to be healthy. The question is, what do you do to break the ice with someone? Okay, now to break the ice is an expression, and it means, you know, to when you meet someone for the first time, okay, it can be a little awkward or uncomfortable. So there are things you can do to make it less uncomfortable. That means to break the ice. Okay, so the structure is going to be usually when I need to break the ice with someone, okay, and then you say what you do. So the example sentence, usually when I need to break the ice with someone, I start asking them a lot of questions to make them feel comfortable. The question is, what makes you antsy? Okay? And to be antsy means you're not comfortable, you feel anxious, right? You can't calm down and feel okay. So here the structure is whenever, okay, dot dot dot. So that dot 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 means you're going to put the thing that makes you antsy there. So whenever blah blah blah, I always get antsy. Okay? So let's look at our example sentence. Whenever I'm late for work, I always get antsy. Okay, so being late to work makes you antsy, makes you not feel comfortable.